Good evening, everyone. It is 10:14 p.m. Central Standard Time. My name is Chris Salora, founder of Simple Renko Trading. Let's pop over to those Renkos. Dailies always pretty much look the same until we get a big, nice big move, but dailies haven't changed. 4-hour. As you can see here, the Bears got a pretty tight hold on this market. Or when we get to the candles, I'll show you an indicator that I'm using to help me determine that. But yeah, we've got some pretty serious downward momentum here. See a couple corrections along the way here, but for the most part, bears are in control. I'm actually expecting a breakout pretty soon to break out of the bottom of the range, but we'll just have to see. Don't ever want to write off the other side, the bullish side, too soon. So demand can come out of anywhere. Anyway, 1-hour Renkos, as you can see here, this is the latest move down here. Pretty solid downtrend here. We've still got to get through, at least on these Renkos, we've still got this low, and we've still got the very bottom here that I'm keeping a close eye on. So we've still got those two areas, but it's not looking pretty for the bulls. Not looking pretty for the Bitcoin bulls. Moving over to the candles, as you can see, I got two indicators down here. The top one here is the MFI. It's the Money Flow Index. Change my colors up a little bit. Same indicator, just a different color line. I put a blue line in there because on the bottom I have the Chaikin Money Flow, and I wanted to put this on here to show you guys a couple things here. So as you can see, here are our levels, and we've been expecting buyers in this range, and they kind of have at points. When we came in initially, we came in right here. Buyers bought that up, gave us 2 green days there. Okay. We came back down in on this day, had a nice exciting day of buying, and I bet everybody felt really good. But as you can see, love these averages. Just look at what our averages are telling us here. You can see I'll make this a little bit bigger, but you can see ever since we had this bearish crossover, we've been assuming, since we've been in this smaller range here, we've been assuming that the bears have had control since somewhere around the beginning of July, around July 4th weekend. So as you can see, even though we got this nice little bullish day in here, this nice little bullish day right in there, that was subsequently met with more selling, and here we are today. You might make the argument, okay, well, you see where these averages are, that's a little bit overextended now. Are we going to see some kind of a bullish reaction? Maybe. Yeah, maybe. I want to point something out here on the Chaikin money flow. This is very interesting. This Chaikin money flow, it's a little tough to decipher in a ranging market, but basically, when values are above zero, the bulls are in control. When values are below zero, the bears are in control. And as you can see here, at least on the daily, you can see right here, we are now in this bearish territory. So you got to take a couple things in tandem, but our averages, ever since we kind of played around and crossed over downward here, we've been kind of thinking, okay, bears are probably in control. So the averages kind of helped us attain that bias before the Chaikin money flow. But now this Chaikin money flow is just at zero. You can see it's been kind of trending down. If you look at these highs right here, it's kind of been trending down into that zero line. So that's not looking too hot for the Bitcoin bulls. The fact that this Chaikin money flow has kind of breached the zero line. We'll have to see if this day closes. It could jump down further. We'll have to see where this day closes. I mean, we just started it about 3 hours and 20 minutes ago, so we'll have to see where it closes. But always good to look at multiple time frames. So that's what we're seeing on the daily with the Chaikin. Let's see what the 4 hour is looking like. And as you guys can see on the 4 hour, here is our daily area. These green lines, that's our daily area. And now, I mean, price is just it's just chopping around in there. I don't really think that this area has much more juice in it. And if you observe here now on the money flow, we're having a lot of trouble, the Chaikin money flow that is, we're having a lot of trouble getting above that 0 line. And the other thing is, if you look at the MFI, we've got this room to fall here, okay, on this MFI. So I'm thinking that putting all these pieces together, we're probably going to look at some lower Bitcoin prices in the near future. Are we going to break out of this range? I think it's very possible at this point. We've been down here many times now. We've been down in this area many, many times. One time, two, three, four. We really reached down there. Four. Call it about 5 times if you want to call this entire little whatever it is, this little sideways action here, if you want to call it a 6th time. This area is pretty beat up. This 30,000, 31,000 area, it's pretty beat up. Now I won't really, we've still got to break this low down here. We have room to fall, but that's also what the money flow that's what the money flow is actually indicating, you guys, is that we do have room to fall before we really get overextended to get a nice bounce. That you can see that on the 4 hour. You can even see that same room to fall on the daily as well. Let's see, there's the room that we have to fall right in here. Oops, right in here. That's the room that we have to fall. So that's what I'm seeing there. I mean, Bitcoin really not looking too hot. I did take a couple stabs at some altcoins, trying to do a little counter trend stuff. Got burned on a couple, but just small losses, no big deal. I always manage my risk. Always use a stop loss. Always know how much I'm going to lose before I even enter the trade. So it's all measured out, whatever. No big deal. Just got to get back in the ring, plan out some wise trades, and keep them coming. So I'm seeing the Bitcoin market. I'm seeing the crypto market. Possibly looking at some lower prices here soon if we can break out of this range. Just to take a look, I mean, here's Ethereum. Real quick analysis here on Ethereum. That's a zone that we had here. Really not holding up too well, but a lot more of the same, you guys. You can see Ethereum. You look at this money flow. We've got room to fall there before we're really overextended. Can expect a nice bullish bounce. The Chaikin getting close to 0, getting really close to 0. And this also trending down, as you can see. On the 4-hour Ethereum chart, Ethereum as well, struggling to stay above 0, which would indicate that the bulls are in charge. And then there is our room to go on Ethereum. Okay, so you can kind of use these indicators to get a good idea as to where price might be headed, or what's more probable. And this money flow is great. This money flow is great for divergence, as you can see up here. So I'm always tracking this money flow for divergence. There's a high, there is a higher high, money flow, there's the high, but this second one, oh wow, put in a much lower high, And as you can see, when we put in that, we got this. That was this move down. So really, really great indicator, the MFI, especially when you use it with divergence. But you've got to kind of use one thing I've learned over the years is that you've got to use another money flow indicator or something to just confirm the divergence. So that's why I've got the Chaikin on there to kind of help out with that too. So anyway, that's I'll kind of wrap it up with that. As usual, um, check out the Patreon. It's patreon.com/simplerenko trading. Stay tuned for three-dimensional trading. How to keep your trading simple. How to simplify your trading. Stay tuned for that. That is still in the works. I'll be announcing that probably on each and every video that I post. As always, thank you for following, and check out the YouTube too. Simple Renko. I think it's Simple Renko Trading YouTube. You can check that out. Got a couple videos up there too. So check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Ciao.